years, and it's been a place of growing up and learning and, as Sparky used to say, just hanging out. So it's a great place. We hope you'll all come back. I know I have grandmothers tell me they skated here, they bring their grandchildren here. Don't leave. Gina is going to thank some people who are here. But thank you goes to all the people who have worked here, and they have kept this going in the spirit of the Schultzes for 50 years.
Okay. So what I was going to say is these grounds have witnessed a lot, right? All of you who, how many people have worked here? I just want to see a show of hands. Okay. How many, oh, geez. How many people have had their first ice skating lesson? That would be me here. That's good. How many people had their first date here?
Oh, God.
How many people got married to somebody they met here? Craig, you need to raise your hand, Craig. Anyway, this place has had the Exquisite, which is the ice shows, those holiday ice shows. Karen's in the crowd somewhere, all the ice skaters. Woo-hoo! And Richard Dwyer, where's Richard?
Woo-hoo,
right there. Okay. I'm going to miss some people because there's a lot of famous people here. The concerts with celebrities. Snoopy's Senior World Hockey Tournament. Who plays hockey on this? Thank you. All right. The Sweetheart Ball.
Oh,
Anybody done that? Yeah. The Young at Heart Run. Anybody? There we go. We got some runners in the crowd. And then there's the Everyday, right? Who had a birthday party here? Yeah. Okay. Group skating lessons. Anybody? Yeah.
Well, teaching.
Where's those figure skaters? Yeah, there you go. All right. And who just drinks hot cocoa, has French fries and a burger? All right. Fair enough. I want to just say that Charles Schultz got this place. He has a quote here that he says, "This is what I like, talking and joking with people who know me. I never was one for standing around the golf course or clubhouse or making small talk. But I like the conversations we have at the ice arena. It's one of the great joys of life." So I think he had it down. And so I want to say some thank yous. And the good news is I'm not a Schultz family member, so I can do this. And they don't know I'm doing this, but I want us to do it anyway. First, I want to thank Charles Schultz because he financed this place for 50 years. Joyce Schultz, his first wife, who had the idea of this place, and she meticulously built it. And it's lasted that long, so I want to thank her for that. And Jeannie, who I already talked to, who's been supporting this place for decades, and Charles Schultz's sons and daughters, who are here, who came down. I always wanted, Craig is there. Is Monty in the crowd right now? Thank you. Thank you, Monty, for coming. And Jill, there she is. Jill. They're going to be talking in a few minutes at the panel discussion, so they're going to have some stories to tell you. So please go over there afterwards. I also want to say a quick thank you to Amy Johnson Schultz, who's not here because she's waiting for her grandson to be born any minute. So that's fair. That's totally fair. The other thing is all the grandkids. There's so many grandkids that are here today. So if you're a grandkid or a family member of a grandkid, would you please raise your hand? Chuck, you got Chuck's over there. Hey, Daniel. All right. The most amazing thing to me is Daniel Johnson. Put your hand up, Daniel. I know you're going to be mad. Woo! He moved out here from Utah to get ready for this event. And, yes, and he thought it was going to be glamorous. Sand that wall, Daniel. No, paint. It's 100 feet. You'll get it. You'll be fine. The garbage cans. Yeah, those too. Anyway, thank you very much. The other thing is the staff here. Anybody who's wearing a red shirt, They have worked so hard. I just want to thank them. Kendall, I don't know where she's at. Kevin McCool for the ground. Scott Burton, Sarah Dodson, Kevin Rose, Mary Schiller, I see her. Andrea, Nancy, and Blake, and anybody else who has a red shirt. So they're probably working right now, in fact. The Schultz Museum needs a thank you. They built an incredible exhibition about the 50 years here. So go up in the gift and gallery when you have a chance. It'll be up there for 10 years, but it's so beautiful, and it's such an honor to what this place means to this community. The last but not least, the 50th anniversary committee members, can you just raise your hand and say we just want to thank you for putting it together. And thank you. All right. If I missed your name, please forgive me. Every single one of you has done something special. I didn't thank the figure skating club. Where are they? There they are. And I wanted to thank, hang on, I have more people I gotta thank. They have to, because they make this place happen every day. The Santa Rosa Junior Hockey Club, where are they at? Thank you guys very much. So many kids' lives have changed from both of your organizations, and it's touching every day for me to see that. Santa Rosa Junior Hockey Club. Where is Tom Billiter? And they're here. So there they are, under the tree to the left of me. Thank you guys. And also the organizers of Guns and Hoses who are playing this weekend. The cops versus the firefighters. Okay. 4:30 on Sunday. Not a plug. Okay. Anyway. There's some very special people here who've come to celebrate today with us because they're members of this community and it's probably touched them. I want to thank the public officials that are here. From the city of Santa Rosa, we have Mayor Tom Schwedhelm. Vice Mayor Chris Rogers. Do we see him? Ernesto Oliveras. See here? There he is. Hi, Ernie.
Hey.
Sonoma County Supervisors, Shirley Zane, she's right there. Linda Hopkins, she's going to try to get here. She has little kids. Susan Gorin, I think I saw her there. Okay, and from Senator Mike McGuire's office, Donna Zapata, with this beautiful resolution that they brought for us. And Joe Flower from Mike Thompson's office, who's over there sweating in a suit. So, Supervisor Shirley Zane is going to say a few words. I want to say just quickly so you know who she is. She's been representing us since 2008. That's a very long time to be a public official. Thank you. And she was before that serving this community as Sonoma County Council on Aging, the CEO, and she's done numerous things in this community. But without further ado, come on up, Shirley.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful day and what a wonderful gathering. It's really an honor to be here during this 50th anniversary, and it's also really a recognition of the Schultz's family and their really generous gift to this community. So let's give them one more big hand for that. Thank you, Jeannie. And you know, just a little story. There goes the script. Just a little story. During the wildfires, I know that we came very close to losing the ice here in the arena with the backup generator. And a few days later, Sparky and Jeannie's 3 grandsons from Utah came out, Chuck and Daniel over there and Brian, and stayed with me for a few days so they could come over here and just work with the family and repair all the things that needed to be repaired and really make sure that the ice arena was there once again for the community because it's such a gem of the community. And I know my own son had his birthday parties here, and now he's 30, and I bet you almost everyone here has been to the holiday extravaganzas. Those were just so incredible. And some people like to hang out at the Warm Puppy just so they could get a glimpse of Charles Schultz. And I also know that, and it's interesting, the Guns and Hoses, a lot of our sheriff deputies over the years have played ice hockey here, probably from the police department too, Tom, because it's been a good way for them to let off steam. Good, clean fun with those hockey sticks, right? I think I might need to start playing. So, But this has been a great economic engine too, because it literally brings in millions of dollars in terms of jobs and in terms of people who come in and buy the wonderful Peanuts memorabilia in terms of T-shirts and earrings. I know, Donna, you've got some great earrings on today. So go on over there and spend some money and generate some sales tax and get those Snoopies dancing on your ears there. In closing, I want to just present this gold resolution from the Sonoma County Board of Supervisors to Snoopy's Home Ice on this occasion. And it's long, I'm not going to read it, but the last paragraph is worth reading. Whereas famed Peanuts cartoonist Charles Schulz ate breakfast and lunch in the Warm Puppy Cafe most working days of his life. He commented that it had become an important part of the local community, saying, "Ordinary people come, young and old. People who don't have anything to do, who don't even skate. They use the coffee shop to meet their friends. I'm at home with ordinary people. I understand their attitudes." That's the type of place this was. Thank you. And Jeannie, I'll give this to you. And Gina, no, you should get this.
Thank you, Shirley, for taking the time. So we have another speaker, our fine mayor, Tom Schwedhelm. I love this story. Come on up, Tom. He is a retired chief of police for the city of Santa Rosa, which, thank you, right? So, but that is a stressful job, right? I just assume, yeah. And so you think that when he's going to retire, that he would do something relaxing. But he's not. He's like in the Coliseum fighting the fight. He's out here doing all the hard stuff for the city. So thank you, and I'm going to let you take the mic.
Thank you, Gina. And I do want to first fall on the sword that we were not able to get our proclamation from the city of Santa Rosa quite ready for this, so it will be coming. But the other thing that I wanted to ask the audience that Gina didn't ask, how many of you have fallen while trying to ice skate at the arena? Because the other thing I was talking about Jeannie earlier too is that one of my big regrets is that I never played hockey. I grew up in Novato, played a lot of different sports, but there's no ice arena in Novato. By the time I moved up here, started working, brought my kids here, which was great. The other thing, how many of you are married couples that are currently here? I want you to learn from my experience. So we brought the kids out skating. My wife had fallen once. We're now hosting an event at our house, and she was kind of complaining that her wrist hurt when she fell, right? And if you've ever hosted an event, you want to clean up the house together. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking either stop whining or go to the hospital. So I say, hey, do you need to go to the doctor? Yeah, maybe I should. So as I'm now working my tail off to try to get ready, my wife shows up, her arm's in a full cast up past her elbow. So note to yourself, you can get over those times, so be a little bit more gentle if you have a wife that has fallen on the ice. But again, for this is not only a Santa Rosa community treasure, but I'd say a national treasure. We get more and more people coming to our community to see this, and now with the museum, which is a phenomenal addition to this community. So I just want to briefly thank you, Jean and Charlie, for bringing this here to Santa Rosa, because it really is a gift to the community. And if you've ever enjoyed the ice there, it gets away, I wouldn't say from the Coliseum of working from the police perspective, but there are challenges in our community, and this is where you can meet friends, relax, and then just enjoy what Sonoma County and Santa Rosa has to offer. So thank you for coming out here, and thank you so much for this gift to the community.
All right, we have special things to do now. I want to introduce to you the multi-talented Craig Schulz. He's Charles Schulz's son. He's also, come here. I get to say more. He's a retired private pilot. He's the producer and the screenplay writer for the Peanuts movie, and also the screenplay writer for Happiness is a Warm Blanket. And he is on our board of directors for the arena, so he gets to do all the hard stuff. And he's the president of Charles M. Schulz Creative Associates. He is going to do the honor of unveiling, he's going to do the unveiling of the plaques. Okay, I'm handing it over to Craig.
I forgot to mention too that I was the one that mowed all the grass out there for the field. So beyond making movies, I mow grass and I leaf blow and cut down trees. How many of you skated at the old ice arena over on Howard Park? Anyone go back that far? The interesting thing to remember, I think, is fascinating is that ice arena closed in '68, and we opened in '69. Now, my house burned down a year and a half ago, and I haven't even broken ground in the dirt yet. And they built this thing in that time period, which is phenomenal back then. I think we also have to give kudos to Hugh Cotting, because without Hugh Cotting's assistance, my mom never would have acquired this property. This place was built in a neighborhood. There used to be 3 houses along here that had to be picked up and moved, and they built the rink. And I bet you none of you can guess what the estimate was. The estimate to build this building back in 1969 was $250,000. I think my car cost that much. I know Monty's did. It did go slightly over budget, but that's some history back here, which is fascinating. Now we have a special guest. You probably have some idea who that might be. It's not Karen Kresge, but it's a special guest that's going to come down and unveil this plaque that got installed the other day to celebrate 50 years. And as the special guest works his way over here, I would like to know if anyone's going to confess to who was part of the whipped cream fight in the Warm Puppy years ago. Raise your hand. Who was in that whipped cream fight? I know a couple of you are out there. And how about who was the one that put the Volkswagen on the ice in the middle of the night? So when Jim Joe showed up, there's a Volkswagen in the middle of the ice. Are you here? I didn't see you yet. And somebody confessed to putting 4 Mustangs on the ice the other day. I don't know if they're here or not, but there's a lot of little scandals that went on behind the scenes that not everybody knows about.
There. Okay.
And here comes our special
I
guest.
think our special
If
guest
you all
is-
turn around, make room. He's all dressed up in his formal gear. Watch those steps, Snoopy. Make way for the Snoop Dogg. And now we'd like Snoopy to do is get here, and we want everybody to give, hey Snoopy.
Yeah. Looking good. Snoopy.
Well, let's have everybody count down from 10, and Snoopy will unveil this thing. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Snoopy! Yeah! Snoopy! Woo! Now, Snoopy, where did you get that blanket to cover that thing up? That looks awfully familiar. And I think Linus
That's what I thought.
is looking for something.
I thought about that.
Snoopy, you better hide that, Snoopy, because Linus is not going to be happy with you taking his blanket away. There he comes. Snoopy, watch out!
Hand it over, Snoopy. Oh.
Hand it over.
Okay.
Linus is very insecure without his blanket.
Yay!
Well, thank you all for coming over here. We hope you all work your way over to the museum and
Yay!
listen to the talks.
Looking good, Snoopy and Linus. Wow, yeah. Woo-hoo! Yeah, there's a photo shot right there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, I want another photo. Come on, pose you guys. All right, 1, 2, 3. On both sides of the clock.